Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. President Uhuru Kenyatta, today towards some parts of Nairobi, pipeline Embakasi. And for the very first time, President Uhuru Kenyatta spoke about Raila's choppers incident. So in this video, I want us to have a look at a short clip of the president. For those remarks by the president are going to form the basis of our analysis and discussion right now. Listening to the president.
Hakuna haja ya vita. Sasa kwenda kule kupiga ndege ya baba, unapiga ndege imekufanya nini? Kama kitu ingetokea hapo, hiyo jiwe iwe imeipiga huyo mzee, si hiyo ni moto ungewaka taifa letu la Kenya?
That's President Uhuru Kenyatta earlier today in Nairobi. What does that mean politically? That's what I want us to find out in this video right now. In case you've bumped here for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Yes. From that short clip of the president, 4 things are clearly coming out, and I'm going to explain them in details. The first thing coming out, I'm seeing a President Uhuru Kenyatta who feels let down by the deep state. That is one thing coming out clearly. And then secondly, I'm seeing a President Uhuru Kenyatta who knows and recognizes the political might of Raila Amolo Odinga. That is the second thing coming out clearly. And then thirdly, I'm seeing a President Uhuru Kenyatta who might have gotten some intelligence briefs on exactly what happened on that day, and Uhuru Kenyatta believes that what happened might have been politically instigated. So I'm seeing a President Uhuru Kenyatta who is also just using politics to respond to that. And then finally, I'm seeing a President Uhuru Kenyatta giving a direct warning to his deputy, William Ruto. Those 4 things comes out very, very clearly. So let's start with the first point. Yes. The president feels let down by the deep state because some few days ago, Karanja Kibichu announced to the whole nation in public that they are not going to arrest any politician till after election. And I know that might have actually gave some rogue politicians the strength to do or organize some kind of violence, because after all, they knew they were not to be arrested. And I strongly believe that even though Karanja Kibichu and his team, even if they knew they were not to arrest any politician, they could have kept that a secret. They could have not come out in public to announce that to the whole country. So in that line, I'm seeing a deep state that is not tactful. And then secondly, I'm also seeing a deep state that actually let the president down, because naturally they were expected maybe to have gotten some intelligence brief that such kind of a thing was going to happen there. And from where I see it, I know they could have had maybe the power or even the strength to actually foil that plan. But now that actually they never even exposed that, and they let Raila Amolo Odinga actually be in such kind of a precarious situation, that shows that actually the deep state might have also failed there. So from the way Uhuru is actually talking, I can see deep inside him, Uhuru Kenyatta feels let down by the deep state. The deep state has just let down the president. That comes out clearly in my own maybe thinking. And then secondly, I'm seeing a President Uhuru Kenyatta who knows the political might of Raila Amolo Odinga. You know, Uhuru Kenyatta actually ran against Raila Odinga in 2013 and also in 2017 election. And Uhuru Kenyatta, by the virtue of being the president of the Republic of Kenya, He knows exactly what might have transpired in 2013 and also in 2017 election. So Uhuru knows exactly the political might of Raila Odinga and not William Ruto. So I'm seeing the president actually recognizing that this is a leader who has got a fanatical support across the country. And in the event that something might have happened to him on that day, then maybe as I talk today, we could have been talking a completely different story. That's exactly what I'm also seeing in this case, or rather from the president's remarks. And then thirdly, I'm seeing a President Uhuru Kenyatta who is actually, maybe he might have been briefed, he might have gotten or rather received some intelligence brief on exactly what happened on that day. Uhuru Kenyatta believes that what happened was politically instigated, and it might have been politically instigated to anger the government into arresting some of these politicians. And you know, if you look at that side of the political divide, largely their politics is based on seeking sympathy. Their politics is largely based on propaganda and lies. So I'm seeing a President Uhuru Kenyatta who already knows that that might have been planned to anger the government into arresting some of these politicians. So Uhuru Kenyatta knows that maybe by arresting these politicians, they are just going to give them the kind of sympathy they want. And I'm saying that because even today, listening to Oscar Sudi and Caleb Kositani speaking, already they were trying to gain sympathy just out of being summoned to appear before the DCI. Already they were trying to get some sympathy, saying that now they are being targeted by the government, by Uhuru Kenyatta, because they are supporting William Ruto. So already you can see that these are politicians who are already very disparate. They yearn for that kind of a sympathy. And I'm seeing a clever President Uhuru Kenyatta who knows their main objective. So Uhuru is just trying to maybe beat them into that game by also playing politics. That's exactly what I'm seeing here. Because Uhuru is not maybe using his strength and his might as the president, rather as the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, but he's just using some clever political words to maybe beat that side in their own game. And then I'm seeing a President Uhuru Kenyatta who is giving a direct warning, or rather a warning shot to William Ruto. And in short, Uhuru Kenyatta is just telling William Ruto that this mzee here called Raila Odinga is maybe not in your league. You don't know what you're doing. You should not actually start a war you won't be able to actually finish. And I'm saying that because largely, if you put Raila Odinga here, and then you put William Ruto here, the political reality in Kenya as I talk, William Ruto commands support in Kalenjin Rift Valley and some parts of Mount Kenya. Raila Odinga commands a majority support in all the regions of Kenya apart from those two regions. So if maybe the country was to go that line, William Ruto maybe and his foot soldiers were actually trying to do, then you could actually find William Ruto being confined to only some areas in Kalenjin-dominated Rift Valley and maybe some areas of the mountain. But again, the mountain is also very slippery because I strongly believe that as August approaches, the mountain most likely will turn against William Ruto. The mountain will be very hostile to William Ruto. And I'm saying that courtesy to President Uhuru Kenyatta. Our politics is largely ethnic-based. And at the right time, the mountain to the last person will most likely listen to President Uhuru Kenyatta. So I'm seeing a President Uhuru Kenyatta who is just trying to tell his deputy that you don't know what you're doing. If that is what you want, then maybe you might actually even find it hard actual campaigning across the country. That's also something I'm seeing the president cleverly try to tell his deputy indirectly. You don't know who you are actually dealing with. That's one thing I'm seeing here. And just to add on top of that point, when Uhuru Kenyatta was coming in as the president, in 2013, actually, at that time, Raila Odinga had managed to outsmart Mwai Kibaki. And Raila was being seen as smarter politically than Mwai Kibaki. Because actually, Mwai Kibaki could actually do nothing to him. In terms of politics or anything, he had actually outsmarted Mwai Kibaki. And I remember when Uhuru Kenyatta came into power, there were some rumors and wide allegations that Uhuru sio Kibaki, and that Uhuru Kenyatta was going to be very ruthless against Raila Odinga more than even Kibaki, because they were saying Kibaki alikuwa mzee. But upon Uhuru assuming power, with all the instruments of power, actually Uhuru found it a little bit hard to maybe beat Raila politically, or rather to do what Kibaki had failed to do. That just shows clearly that Raila Odinga is not a politician that is just a pushover. Irrespective of who comes into power, there is no way maybe you can deal with this politician in the name of Raila Odinga, because maybe he has some very strong political support across the country. So you must deal with him very, very carefully. That's exactly what I'm also seeing the president trying to tell his deputy. This is a man not in your league. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, just as I did state when you were starting, in case you've bumped here for the very first time, yes, for the very first time, and so far you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Give it a like, please. And to our fans, our subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana, yes, tamu sana.